everybody, Haunt Review Crew. We are at ScreamLand Farms on ScreamLand Farms property in Frederick, Maryland. We came here on a whim. So glad we did. I feel like this is the best kept secret of Western Maryland, and I hope that we can get the secret not a secret anymore. We had an awesome time. They have 3 attractions: the barn, a corn maze, and a hayride. And I could tell you so many details. I'm going to put them in the review. What I want to tell you about is in the barn there's a really crazy saw that shot sparks. Probably not the safest thing, but it sure made for an awesome review and an awesome time. I don't even know how they pulled it off, and it comes right in front of you and it just completely skips you. This place, you come up to the barn and the barn looks like it's going to be about this big, and you're in the attraction and you realize it's about this big. That was the biggest deception ever of the night. The hayride, one of my favorite parts, they have the menage a slasher scene. It was 3 of the greats. It was Jason, Freddy, and Michael Myers, and they all were so perfectly in character with who they were supposed to be that it was very believable. So that was pretty cool. There was a few gaps in the hayride, which kind of like left a little bit of downtime, but the atmosphere added to the creepiness, so that was pretty cool.
What's up, y'all? Tim here. 2 things in particular. We're talking about ScreamLand Farms. It is a farm. It's a 600-acre operating farm. So it's farm in the off season, haunt in the haunt season. Secondly, in particular the hayride. You never see saw blades 3-4 feet in diameter, hand run. They have them, and no people. They're not prop house props. Somebody took the time and built this stuff. Come on out and see them. We highly recommend it.
Hey, so this barn had some amazing scenes, some very unique characters. I don't want to give them away, but they got me. And it takes a lot to get me, but I think they did an incredible job. I also really want to give a shout out for the maze, because the corn maze was really a creepy corn maze. You got lost, you got to dead ends, you had to turn around, there were critters just kind of hiding here and there. So it was really what it was supposed to be. A true old-fashioned corn maze.
Turn around.
I made notes this time. I did not want to forget anything. This place, across the board, is all about the actors. Hold on, okay, there we go. They run their own props, they utilize their personal talents, they crawl on the floor, they make the most insane, creepy voices I've ever heard. And I don't think I saw one animatronic the whole time here. Everything is run by people. It's just people scaring people. Very old school and incredible.
Hey guys, Gideon here. I'm so happy that we decided to come out here in Western Maryland. We don't get to go to a lot of great haunts in Maryland, and today, that's what I should yell. Loud. Okay. We don't get to go to a lot of great haunts in Maryland. This one was a great one to come to. I'm so happy we were able to fit into our schedule this year. We have a pretty tight schedule. Keep watching us, and if you guys get a chance to come out this season, if you're in Maryland, check it out.
Charlie here. There's stuff everywhere. There's things grabbing you. There's stuff touching your legs, your ankles. There's some really dark places in here. There's a lot of actors. It's a really nice place. Check it out.
And now we gotta edit this because Jackie's not ready.
Alright, so now we are going to have a chit chat with the owners, creators, masterminds, and sickos of ScreamLand Farms. Hey, we are at ScreamLand Farms with the masterminds and sickos. We want to get a few comments from them, behind the scenes information. We like to pry into the minds of the creepers.
Hi, my name is Chris Crum. I'm one of the owners here at ScreamLand Farms, and next to me is Jeremy Teague, one of my assistant managers.
So how long?
We've been doing ScreamLand Farms for probably about 8 years now. We started out as just the haunted hayride, eventually added the corrupted corn, and just a couple years ago we added the barn of Bedlam. and it's just been growing, and sometimes feels like we got tiger by the tail here.
It's like that, believe me, I know. Running a haunt, and for people, this is a farm, a real farm, not a fake farm, but a real farm. So what are some of the challenges you face with farms?
One of the biggest challenges running both a farm and a haunt is at the same time I need to be doing, you know, hightailing it on the haunt attractions. I got a lot of field work going on, so it's kind of a big challenge to try and balance the farm work and the field work. That's where I come in. That's where he comes in. He keeps me motivated. I mean, there's weeks where I spend 12-hour days out in the field, and then come in and spend another 12-hour days working on the haunt on the weekends. 600
acres is nothing to sneeze at, people, I assure you. So we notice a lot of things that you guys built. Everything built on site?
Yeah, most of the stuff we have out here is built on site. You know, we have some props out there. We modify a lot of props.
The corn's built every year. I mean, we have to start from the ground up every single year to do the corn. A few of the scenes in the woods are new. We revitalize some of the old scenes, make improvements, and just keep building upon what we have. Use the imagination.
So what can you tell us about the future? Anything planned? I know most of you guys who build have plans 4 or 5 years out. Anything that you can share?
Our newest attraction this year is the zombie paintball, hayride. We kind of started off on kind of low playing it last year, but we're going into it full tilt this year with the zombie paintball. So
that's where people can come in and buy tickets to shoot with zombies.
Yes.
Hayride.
Yeah, we already have some plans for next year for the Corrupt the Corn, especially. Some stuff. We've been talking to some guys, and it's going to be bigger and better next year.
Is everybody here volunteer, or do you have paid actors?
It's mostly paid actors.
Wow.
That's the tough thing is that to get the people out here consistently. We're actor driven, and to get the actors out there consistently, you gotta pay them.
And that's incredible. And that's one of the things we really have to kind of highlight. With this not being a prop house, and you guys know I'm not a big fan of prop houses, I'm sorry, y'all. But the actors here, they're well trained. They're hiding in places you can't see them. It's not the kind of thing that somebody just jumps out and goes boo. These folks are very well trained actors. You might be surprised at who you see.
This is one of the advantages of having the live actors and so many of them we have, is because we can react to the different personalities. People come in here, you might have someone that doesn't really care for it, well, we can back off of that, but we can spot the ones that are really scared and we can dig in.
They really do. They feed off of the public's cues, because they did a great job interacting with us without ever breaking character. They were still able to really interact and get you drawn into the scene. That was awesome. That was probably one of the best things I can say happened. As far as the barn and the corn, they had a better chance to interact with you. But even the hayrides, even between scenes, they had a way that as soon as you were in a scene, you were part of it. It was impactful. So that was really neat to see.
That's something we really try to drive home to our actors, is you gotta keep after them. Look for the weak one in the group, and go after them.
And never ever break character.
And they don't. It was amazing. Is there any actors or a couple people we can maybe chat with and get some highlights?
Yeah, we can. I see 2 actors off camera right now that we could pull in. I see Pappy from the Hayride of Horrors.
Woohoo! Hey, Pappy!
Yeah!
Woo!
Come on, squeeze on in here.
I don't have my face down.
You were great.
It's all
Put your
good.
face down,
Face
Pappy.
down.
Put your face down.
Woohoo!
Mask on. Mask on.
You gonna be able to talk with that?
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay, you can.
Come on.
You actually had me fooled for a second. I wasn't sure if that was a mask on the hayride, the way the lighting worked.
I hear that a lot from my wife.
Oh.
That's all.
And we also have our barn manager here as our pig man.
Well done, bar manager. That was an awesome
big man.
show. That was awesome. You guys did really great.
Creepy man.
Pappy's one of our Hayride of Horror.
Mama Hillbilly was good too. She had
Get in there,
us
get in
scooped in
there.
the
Good.
corn. So how long have you guys been here? 5 years?
Wow, about
4 years. And what keeps you coming back?
The love of it. Just the love of Halloween.
How many people did you say you guys have here to work?
Each haunt takes about a minimum of 30 actors, and with 3 attractions, so you know we're around 90. You know,
90 to 100 on any given night.
And you can tell the haunts that take care of their people. They come back every year. They're dedicated. They want to work hard for you. It's very evident you guys have a nice blend and a chemistry here with all the people. They kind of go off of each other too, the actors, we notice.
And that's one thing I'm very happy about. I've got, you know, a good mix of young and old. Like my older actors here.
I think he means tenured. He means tenured, right?
As opposed to like the high school age kids that you lose after 2 or 3 years.
Look what you did. And
Look,
2
you're
just
only 2
left.
years older than me, so.
Who you calling old, son?
But when you have, you know, return veteran actors that can come back and help train these new kids and get them amped up. That's the thing I like about both these guys is they are into it and they get the young people amped up, get them excited. Because, you know, since I'm overseeing both the farm and the haunt, sometimes I get a little bit, you know, overwhelmed, and I just say, just do it. And these guys are the ones that say, hey, here's what he meant. He didn't mean those 4-letter words. He just strung off at you.
I'm familiar with those. Yes.
Well, thank you guys for having us tonight. I'm so pleasantly surprised, and I hope that people will see our review and the website and come check you guys out. It was a wonderful
Great time. We really
awesome,
did.
and it's really, you can kind of appeal to a lot of age groups and a lot of levels here, but to scare us, people that go to haunts all the time, it was very cool to see different things that would scare us that we weren't even used to seeing anymore. I mean, some of these old school things are just so cool.
I mean, we've seen things here that we haven't seen anywhere else. Ever.
That's crazy.
And I'm gonna show. You want to talk about age? I'm gonna show mine. I visited my first attraction in the mid '80s. Just for a while.
Yeah, I was born.
Old as Jesus.
1880s, right?
Right, there you go.
407 years ago.
BC.
Just the shoe shiner.
And what was your website again?
ScreamLandFarms.com.
ScreamLandFarms.com.
And how much is it for all 3 attractions?
It's $27 for all 3.
Cool.
All
Otherwise,
right.
it's $10 a piece.
People, that's a heck of a bargain.
Trust
I
us.
assure you.
Get out here. There are places charging a lot
more.
less and not doing much, and a lot more and doing nothing. So
Come on out, check them out, people.
this is, as far as value goes, this gets an A+.
Especially for Maryland too. There's
Right.
not a lot of great
Right.
options right now.
Yep.
So
You're definitely shining as a Maryland haunt for sure, and I'm so looking forward to what you guys are going to do
Yes.
Thank you very
in the
much.
future. So thank you.
Together.
Great job.